Men would rather be with younger women who are comfortable being feminine. The great bit about a truly feminine woman is that she's truly happy being the woman in the relationship. She's truly happy giving birth and raising kids in a healthy home where she knows her role is to provide love and care, while the man's role is to provide protection and sustenance. So, a man really has to be insane to actually consider solo moms, because that's just a recipe for him wasting a big chunk of his life away. Unless and until he knows the woman inside out and her intentions. Now, I'm going to talk about an article I read online from a very entitled woman that got me thinking. She says that she's a mother who is single and has 2 kids from a previous partner. And the rest of the whole article is about how she found a surrogate. Despite the fact that she didn't even have a partner involved in the pregnancy, she is frustrated because no one wants to help her. Should society help with her child's upbringing? Do you have any idea who usually does that? A household. She chose to roast guys instead of asking them for help though, because she was above having a family in the first place. Then she begins discussing the repercussions of men's behavior, how chivalry is dead, and how no male wants to assist or simply be kind to her to help her with something that usually a partner does. Guys, if you look around, you will see similar things happening all the time. Just open your eyes and observe how things are. You'll see that women have the most absurd expectations of both society and men, and their sense of entitlement is astounding and bordering on absurd. Let me talk about another article I read, this one from a woman who complained about having to hold many shopping bags in her hands while her child walked about her. She said that her neighbor was always staring at her, but never offered to help. She is only stating that her neighbor should take into account that she is a single mother and assist her with these matters. I can guarantee that the neighbor must have thought about helping her, but eventually must have decided to not go for it. Do you know why? Because he knows how she will ensnare and trap him, and almost guilt trap him into servitude to her, and then ask him to marry her so that she can use him as a servant for the rest of his life. Truth is, he has no business with her, and she has no right to expect any help from him. Why should he, when he probably knows the true nature of women and how they want to utilize a man's resources and live off of his success and wealth? Why should he, when he has seen countless instances where single women with children have lured men into marriages only to divorce them and use the writ of the state and justice system to take away everything he had financially built in his life? See, entitlement reveals a woman's true nature. This woman could have easily gone up to the guy or yelled if he could help her out with the bags. I can guarantee you the guy would have loved to help, and he would have. But no, she wanted him to get up on his own and force himself into her space and try to help her. I can guarantee you another thing as well. There's a 90% chance the same woman would have branded that guy a creep if he had come up on his own to help her. She would have made a video and uploaded it online about how her neighbor stalked her and tried to make a move by helping her out. And this is why he didn't help her, because he knew the danger before it happened. When it comes to assisting women, guys are hesitant. Men have had to think about this, even though it's not how things should be, since women often exploit these situations to denigrate and humiliate males. And ladies have some very strange notions, like what belongs to them is theirs, and what belongs to us is equally theirs. Men have had enough of this, especially today, because the woke feminist ideology perpetuates equality as if everything really should be equal, but if you look at it closely, it's only selectively equal. Women want more positions in corporate boardrooms but won't ever become plumbers or truck drivers. They want equal pay, but they won't agree to work the same amount as men. They want the benefits, but they don't want to have the same input as men who enjoy those benefits. That kind of equality is what today's women want. Realizing the absurd degree of expectations they have of males doesn't really help either. They also have inflated expectations, as I have mentioned. Guys, I keep repeating this because it is entirely accurate in my videos. You will find a ton of content on TikTok, Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, YouTube, or any other social media platform that appeals to you that lists the qualities that women look for in a man. And the list goes on forever. They aspire to have six-pack abs, six-figure incomes, and a height of 6 feet. And that's just the baseline. Women want everything in a man. And it's not just with men. They have unrealistic expectations from the world as well. They have unrealistic expectations from society, and they have unrealistic expectations from institutions. Modern women, and especially solo mothers, won't even acknowledge or respond when you start criticizing them for their stereotypical behavior and actions when you're with them. I think women are especially excellent at the game of human poker because they are so brilliant at bluffing their way through life. As a result, they are able to dictate how they want their men to be, act, and behave. And there's a reason why the majority of these women wind up getting divorced, have to live alone and rely on other men to support them. They are also attempting to control you so that you almost ever have any alone time when you are out and about, when they claim they once had a history when the ones they loved abandoned them, and then they cling to you and demand you swear you'll never leave them. Furthermore, any time spent alone will be perceived as a strain on your partnership. Women prepare the entire life of a marriage, including their lifestyle, place of residence, social events, and weekend visits to family members. Because they have not thoroughly read the articles in Cosmopolitan that explain how men are also human beings with unique life objectives, the majority of women are unclear about how to respond when a man expresses his perspective. Once many men reach the age of 30 or 35, they start to awaken from their hibernation, and they start wanting more than just good physical intimacy and perhaps children in a relationship, which must be shocking to some women when they finally realize that men can think about relationships with more than just their thing, if you know what I mean. When this happens, the whole scenario that women would have built right from the start of the relationship about how she would control so and so aspects of the guy's lives starts to disintegrate, and that usually makes women feel insecure and not in control. A solo mother feels entitled to special treatment by society. There, I said it. It might sound harsh, but it's the truth. She expects all men to help her out without hesitation. She feels that men should go out of their way to be nice to her, perhaps as a way of apologizing on behalf of the man who left her, and basically represent the male species in a better light in front of her. Guys really don't need to do any of that, and will never do any of that. Guys just aren't interested in helping moms who are single. They know it's a trap. They know it's a double-edged sword laced with guilt-tripping, emotional blackmail, servitude, and slavery. Men have had enough and are choosing to go their own way. They're doing everything they possibly can to avoid women such as solo moms who want helpful guys to partner up with. Younger women who are at ease being feminine are and have always been preferred by guys. The wonderful thing about a truly feminine lady is that she genuinely enjoys being a female partner. She understands her function is to love and care for her children, while the man's responsibility is to protect and provide for them. And she is really happy giving birth to and raising them in a happy, healthy family. So, unless and until he knows the woman inside out and her intentions, a guy truly has to be mad to even contemplate mothers who are single, since doing so is just a formula for him to waste a significant portion of his life away. Thanks for watching The Circle of Kings. As always, we're looking forward to your support. So please hit the like button, share this video with your friends, and subscribe to the channel to stay updated with everything all kings like yourself need to know.